Back once again, Uncut and Unfiltered. Today we are celebrating, a bit of a belated celebration, but our good friend, Posh Scotch, he got very old earlier this year.
70th?
Yeah, I mean, mate, I'm disappointed. There's no stair lift in the studio.
You pulled up those. You've just about got in, but there we are. We've got you with us now. Is everything okay over on that side of the room now, boy? What? He celebrated his 40th, everybody at home. We're only taking the mick, of course. He's a young, sprightly fella. Jesus, you barely look like you've started shaving, my boy. You're younger than me. Still yet to hit puberty, and he's already 40. We had a wonderful time in Campbelltown celebrating your birthday. Thank you so much for inviting Stevie and myself. Georgia, go away. You're never invited to this. You had them out, obviously. But we had a really good time. A bunch of your mates and whiskey mates and all sorts. And we went down and Springbank and Glen Scotia and all sorts. And you actually hosted this tasting for us already. However, Ian has very kindly said he wanted to share it with everybody at home. So today on Uncut and Unfiltered, we are doing 40-year-old whiskies, or whiskies from Ian's birth year, which was 1962. 1985, was it? Yeah, I think so. From 1985. With that in mind, Ian, I suppose similar to in Campbelltown, this is your evening, dude.
Yeah.
Pass it over to you.
Well, I mean, also, I haven't tasted any of these since
Because I've been
down.
keeping mind of them. We didn't know where they were until about 5 minutes ago.
I
but
was
sweating for a second.
blissfully unaware that I actually had full control over the situation.
Yeah, we took care of them carefully. We have not touched them.
So we've got five whiskies here, one of which now has a cork floating around in it a little bit as well.
We needed to gain access. What else can you do, right?
Exactly. We will decant that later. So it's, as I said, 1985, I think, is not the world's greatest year to pick up whiskey. It's probably 84, 85, 86 is peak whiskey lock. So compared to kind of late 70s, early 80s, and even later 80s into the 90s, single casks and stuff, not super easy to find. There's obviously some, and perhaps I should have been buying them years ago, because obviously as people start approaching big birthdays, they start snapping them up. But I think we've got a reasonable selection of 85s and 40-year-olds for a decent evening ahead, and hopefully a slightly fresher palate than when we tried them last time.
For sure. Jesus, yeah. I mean, that wouldn't be difficult. I think, 2 whiskey tours plus just an afternoon in Campbelltown?
Yeah.
Pretty filthy stuff. I'm actually really excited. Yeah, it was quite an array of flavors, if I remember correctly. You weren't kind of sticking with one particular sort of in one particular area.
No, it was whatever I could get my hands on.
For sure. Where are we starting the session then?
So we're going to start with this blend because I think it's the lowest ABV at 43.2, so which is actually natural cask strength still.
Cool.
So this is the Sanaki or Sanachi. Not 100% sure how to pronounce it. So from a small company called Stewart Whiskey, which I don't believe exists anymore. I'd never heard of it. I was offered a bottle about 4 or 5 years ago. I was like, okay, very reasonable price for what I'm getting. I'll open it at my 40th.
Nice.
And I did. And interestingly, we kind of took this home. So my understanding is this was kind of one of those blended malts where it's all been blended kind of like into cask.
At birth?
I think at birth, possibly. Okay. Or at least kind of had been in the same cask for a considerable period of time.
Okay.
And then was resting in Campbelltown until it was bottled. This one is actually, I think, considerably older than I am. It was... okay, so actually it does say on the back, it was distilled 1975 and before, and then married together in 1983. And then bottled in 2016.
Cool. Very cool.
So pretty old stuff in here.
Wicked. And do we know anything that's gone into it?
Oh gosh, I think there was a list that I might have had access to, but I'm pretty sure I ended up buying my bottle of this something like 2020. I will have a look in the little booklet that is hanging around the neck of the bottle once George is poured.
Yeah, wow.
But I remember this being kind of delightfully old school.
Yeah, exactly that. And this for me is like the perfect example of people go, I don't drink blended whiskey. And then you go, all right, mate, try that. You don't want that, do you not? No? Okay, I'll have that back then, will I? It's just like, what are we talking about here? You know, this is phenomenal.
Smells nice.
Yeah, this will be up your street. It's got to be.
I do remember this.
So do I. It's the scent immediately.
Is this the order we did them on the night?
Sort of, minus the ones that are no longer here because they were either killed or...
This was number one, though. This was number one.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't like this.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it not to like?
I don't know. It's just kind of a little bit harsh, and it hasn't really got any
Very, very
flavours
harsh.
to it.
It hasn't got any what?
Nice flavours.
What flavours are you getting?
I'm getting some smokiness, which obviously I know I don't really like. Kind of like what I imagine Stevie said before about like woodiness,
Okay. Well,
like
that
flooring.
so you're not wrong there, because this has sat for a long time in contact with wood. So you are going to get a lot of that, character.
I don't mind it on
From the
smell,
oak.
but I don't like that on taste.
Yeah, it's a bit furniture polishy.
I like furniture polish as a note, though.
So do I, yeah.
I know.
But when you say hardwood floors or whatever you said, yeah.
Yeah, and maybe like like cleaning products or
Varnish.
something. Yeah, I don't like that.
Okay.
I just think it's quite harsh. Yeah, I mean, I'd lean towards like the sweet flavors, unsurprisingly.
What ABV, mate?
43.2, that's cast strength.
Okay. I think no one's watered it down, but I don't think it works that well at this strength. But then again, it's been blended.
I feel like the flavour's quite concentrated. I think it does work quite well at this.
Yeah,
It's very muted as well, though. The flavour,
Okay.
I feel like it is a little bit flat. I don't know if it's been open for a while. It is quite cold, but
Is it since Feb?
yeah. If I had this blind, I probably wouldn't be that impressed. I think knowing it's 40 years old, or at least. You like this one though, Jake, do you?
Yeah, look, it's do I like it? Yes. It's not necessarily super direct with the flavors. Like you said, it's muted. I wouldn't agree with it that it's muted. I think that the flavors aren't really pinpoint specific. It's kind of quite a fluid dram, Sounds like a weird thing to say about a liquid, but
That
it is
fluid,
kind of,
yeah. It's fluidy.
you move through it at pace
Very
almost.
easygoing.
It's very easy going. You move through it at pace. You kind of enjoy, it's not an overly long dram. Doesn't have a long finish.
No.
I like it. Yeah. I get kind of like a white peach element to it. Mm-hmm. There is definitely that oakiness that you talk about in there. And for me, like a bit of like a, you say like cleaning,
Yeah.
like a polishy,
Polish,
like
yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of.
I think that the
slightly-
nose is better.
I think the nose is better. You get a kind of slightly dusty old wood furniture polishy kind of like National Trust house kind of.
For you,
It's dusty old books. It's that old library feel as well, actually, a little bit on the nose. Not at all on the palate, but a little bit on the nose. Dusty is a great word for me, yeah.
I think that's sitting for quite a while in my throat, and I don't like it.
The
It's
flavour
lingering.
lingers.
It's lingering.
For me, it's very short.
It's lingering, like right back.
This was very, very good value. When I got it. I think it was something insane like £90 or £100.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Oh my gosh, wow. Okay, fair enough.
Why is that disgusting?
£90 for 40-year-old whiskey? I mean,
it's nothing.
That's a
Yeah.
obscenely good value.
Oh right, yeah. I thought you were saying it's too expensive.
No,
was
it's
like,
such
what?
good value. To find
Okay.
even a 25-year-old, even a
Right.
20-year-old whiskey.
So why did you get it at that good value then?
It's 5
How
years
was-
ago.
Oh,
A,
right,
it was
okay.
5 years ago. B, I believe the guy who owned the bottling company sadly passed away, and his kind of wife had no interest in carrying on the
Right, okay, so
company,
they
so it's
wanted
kind
to-
of liquidating the stock.
Okay.
So through a friend of a friend was basically
Oh, that's a shame.
offered an opportunity to buy a
Right.
bottle.
Okay. So how much is there any like bottles of these left on it?
No, I have never seen one at auction.
Oh, okay.
I had no idea it existed at the time. I have no idea how they were sold at the time. There were 2 different casks. So there were about 400 bottles in total from 2 different casks. So they're kind of sister casks to each other. So subtle differences, but I just got one of them.
And sorry, what cask was it?
I don't think it says, but I mean, kind of. It says a hogshead, but that could be sherry. It could be bourbon.
I would assume bourbon. Based on the flavors.
Could be a very old, like refill cask, but
More
Yeah.
of an American oak for me. So that's why I would assume. But you're right, could be.
sometimes some of those kind of dusty, musty library notes come from sherry. But yeah, it just says hogshead. So.
It's a different dusty, musty sherry though. Like it's not that hasn't got that edge that old sherry does at all. So
No,
I
absolutely.
don't believe it is.
But back then, I mean, it wouldn't have been uncommon for you to use a cask like 4 or 5 times.
Oh, for sure.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it. It's not overly complex, but I like it.
I think, given how much I paid for it, it's pretty.
You're laughing.
Yeah.
Absolutely fucking laughing. I don't feel like that's going to be fair for the roundup, to be honest, because that's
Could have done worse.
completely unattainable at £90.
How do you
now.
say it? Sinachi?
I mean,
Yeah.
Sanaki.
Sinachi?
Sanak.
it's either Sinachi or Senaki, I think. But
Well, how do we feel about this little detail? Just
What is it?
this little tag that you usually
What's
get
in
from,
it?
like Timberland boots.
What's
and
in it?
stuff.
a little bit
It's
of-
just a little bit of.
What does it say?
It's saying about
We are selling this bottle at a
that,
very
like,
low rate.
distilled and married in oak casks, where it was, for how long, and then it says obviously it came in a presentation box. Do you have the presentation box?
I've got a box at home. So
Okay, it says about how the box was made up with tweed and where that came from.
Put the bottle in the box and twist it
Designers.
3 times to unlock a magical world of wonder and joy.
yeah.
Narnia. Something like that.
Yeah.
It's getting worse as we drink it.
Stop drinking.
Are you not enjoying it?
No.
Oh.
Ah,
Okay.
The first sip, I was like, this is nice. And the more I have it, the more it's just like bitter and it's just almost wood. It's just very
There's a lot of
watered down wood juice, you know?
Okay, so you're getting what I'm getting
not
now.
watered.
It's just that I got it straight
You
away.
know, just being honest.
Just your
better than
your
you.
palate is more tuned
Yeah.
than Stevie's.
Probably.
I got there.
Doesn't take much.
All right, let me see if I can tempt
Come on,
you
mate. Turn it
with the second of my wares.
Oh, hold on. We've got some Cadden heads.
We've got some Caddenheads. This is distilled at a Highland distillery, aged 37. So this is a 1985 cask, even though it doesn't actually say it on the front. I know it is.
I put mine in the middle. Yeah. Do you know what this is?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is a distillery that has
Georgia, you might want to go a little bit lighter on the pause.
that has the tallest stills in Scotland and often associated with a giraffe.
Ah. Jura. No. Georgia.
Segue here.
What?
You went.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Go on. No. You crack on.
Let's go.
I was just going to do some quiz knowledge. Go on. You go.
You went to Jura recently
I did.
on a PR thing.
Yeah. This isn't a Jura, by the way.
I know that, you know.
Okay,
I
good.
But
Great.
just because Jake said it. How was it? You said they were teasing a rebrand or some sort of refresh. Did that happen?
I think it's imminent.
You roll it.
Probably by the time this episode goes out, it will have happened.
Okay, and did you see any of that?
I am about to.
Oh, okay.
Tomorrow, I believe.
Right, okay. Okay, cool.
Um,
Were you giving anything that kind of like changed your mind a bit on Jura when you
so
were there?
I have seen what some of the new packaging is going to look like. I don't know what else I might see tomorrow.
Okay.
What they've done, and I could be wrong, is I think basically take away some of the kind of
Glitter.
no, not the glitter. Like if you look at kind of like how much the White and Mackay range was inspired, directed, or whatever by Richard Patterson, they have really done a hard U-turn away from that and moved away from some of the lower ABVs,
That's good.
the fancy sherry casks and wine casks, the 7-wood combinations, and the kind of slightly bizarre mix of peat or no peat.
Mm.
So the plan going forward is that peat is basically seasoning. So other than perhaps the odd distillery exclusive cask, you're not going to have any fully peated releases. It will be a kind of a marriage of casks.
Sorry, this is Jura.
This is Jura, yeah.
They've tried their liquid, right? It's pretty heavily peated stuff. Like,
Yeah, not anymore.
wow, okay.
They're moving to what I think is really quite a good idea of kind of 3 like keyword tasting notes for each expression.
Okay.
Simplifying the core range,
Great.
and having more age statements and less NAS stuff.
I love the sound of all of this. I mean, don't get me wrong, Rich Patterson's a fucking legend. I love him. But at the same time, they can't cling on to him forever. They're going to need to have their brand ready for the next generation of drinkers. And I think now is a good time to make that move. Non-age statement stuff, moving away, like, yeah, it's 7-wood finish. Just let's call a spade a spade. This shouldn't be bottled. Do you know what I mean? Like,
They have got some really, really cool people working there. So they've poached Dr. Kirsty McCullum, who's had a little bit of a journey through Halewood, but kind of was probably best known for a work at Burnhaven.
legendary work.
And this is terrible of me now. Joe Ricketts, I'm going to say, is his surname. Quite young distiller who is basically looking after the spirit and some of the wood policy there.
Okay.
Super talented guy. You could easily hang on every word he has to say about what he's trying to do, and you can really see his passion for Jura and the project that they're working on.
Cool.
There.
So they brought in the right people.
I think they've got the right people. They are trying to use, I think, a lot of people, us probably included, have sat there and gone, Jura have got some of the worst wood policy in whiskey.
I literally have never bought a cask of Jura for that reason, as an independent bottler.
I think, again, there has been a realization that, there was a lot of use of tired casks that might have come from sherry bodegas or anything else, but weren't actually really imparting much. So again, they've gone back to basics. You're going to see the odd travel retail wine thing, but it's going to be just wine, not wine plus something else.
Okay.
And the majority of core range releases are going to be bourbon, sherry, or bourbon plus sherry. Or maybe kind of sherry plus wine. You'll get maximum kind of 2 casks per release.
And did you get to try any of these new expressions that they're going out?
Some work in progress stuff. It was very much not final. So I think tomorrow I'll get to try some of the final stuff.
Is everything being run past it?
So exactly. There.
Are they actually getting an input from people though? Or...
So as part of what they've done a huge amount of kind of focus groups and stuff under NDA. So apparently the new stuff has been tasted by about 2,000 members of the public, which for a whiskey brand is quite an extraordinary
or
amount.
Whiskey enthusiasts.
Well, I mean, they didn't go into, I think, a huge amount of detail about how they'd done this, but
I mean, okay. What do you have though? What did you think?
I was really solidly impressed by stuff. I think, much as Jake said, there's been a lot I've not been impressed by in the past.
You're not the only one, are you? So,
and I'm not, but at the same time, Jura is also in the UK the biggest selling single malt.
Really?
Yeah, but if you look at it from a couple of like from the perspective of just purely of bottles sold, right?
In supermarkets.
So a lot of it is in that kind of DFS vibe of constantly on sale, like X percentage off, right? And you know,
Yeah, that's nice. That's such a good analogy. You're so right. It's always on fucking sale.
Sure.
You walk into any shop, Judson Jura, it's on sale.
yeah. I mean, even if
Not
it's not
a good look, is
yeah,
it? though?
there'll always
All
be
the time.
Adjura on sale, right?
Yeah.
And they probably have 2 or 3, which is more than most other single malts as well. They push a lot of it
Yeah.
into supermarkets, a lot on discount. And, you know, it's interesting because apparently they still do get people coming into supermarkets being like, oh, do you do that superstition still? Which hasn't been around for donkey's years.
Wow.
So there are obviously, you know, fans of it, of that older style. But I kind of think in terms of what they're doing, it's going to be much clearer, crisper, cleaner packaging because I think it was also very inconsistent across the range. Like each one looked different. You had the same shaped bottle, but all the labels and packaging.
One of them looked like a jungle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right,
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So hopefully some good things to look forward to from Jura.
I'm excited by that. Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
I definitely think they're taking the right approach. So, you know, best of luck to them.
Cool. Well,
What do we think then about this? And more importantly, as of late, Glenmorangie, with what they've been doing.
It's nice. Yeah.
You like this? What about their recent advert?
oh, what? Harrison Ford.
Yeah, would you be replacing this?
No, I thought you were going to lean into it a bit more for everyone at home. I didn't
Yeah.
think it was obvious enough when you just kind of went, it's nice.
Oh,
Would-
well,
would you be
people
picking up-
know.
Yeah. Got to pick up the bowl, replace it with a golden skull or whatever, or go bag of sand and hope a big rock doesn't.
Do you know this reference?
The bag of sand, I know the reference of.
Okay, good.
Now you're making me question myself. I know the reference.
Very good.
Yeah. Sorry, is this why are you
It's
bringing...
a single cask, Glenmorangie. Yeah.
This is Glenmorangie.
Oh, right, sorry. Oh, this is a very different...
It's
bottle.
it's Cadden Heads, which is an independent bottler. So it's like if the Whiskey Baron were to release a Glenmorangie,
Oh, sorry.
we wouldn't be able to
Right,
label
right,
it as Glenmorangie. Is this Westport or
Right,
no?
right.
No,
Just
Yeah,
Highland.
yeah.
Okay, cool. So typically, we have casks of Glenmorangie, but they're not casks of
This was-
Glenmorangie. They're casks of Westport.
This was a long time ago.
Certain brands. Sorry,
It must have been a thing. Well, back in '85, obviously.
what? No, that's not Westport.
No, this is labeled Glenmorangie.
This-
No,
it's
it's,
just
a
red.
Highland single malt. So what I'm saying is Westport, I believe, came in late 90s, early 2000s as a way of having a trade name spirit.
Okay,
Yeah.
but even back then, though, in the mid '80s,
I have
You
seen
couldn't name it.
one independently bottled Glenmorangie that has been labelled distilled at Glenmorangie Distillery. One.
okay,
Yeah, and it's old.
okay,
So yeah,
Right.
there may be others, but most of the time, if not all of the time,
Yeah.
it's a Highland distillery, a Westport, or whatever.
interesting.
Yeah. But this is Glenmorangie.
So just, sorry, very briefly, why is that? Why is it that they call it Highland and not Glenmorangie? I don't
This is an
understand.
independent bottler, so it's like protecting your brand.
Oh, right.
So it's like
okay. They just don't
if
want
Craigellachie
right.
or Glenmorangie or whoever were to sell a cask to the Whiskey Baron,
Yeah.
and then the Whiskey Baron was to decide to do something outrageously
Yeah,
stupid
they don't want to be
potentially
associated.
damage the
Yeah,
brand,
yeah.
they wouldn't want
Their name on
Glenmorangie in
it.
it. They'd
Yeah.
want Westport,
Okay,
which
that
means
makes sense.
nothing to anybody else.
That makes sense.
And sometimes people will go to greater lengths than Cadden have here to try and identify.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
You
You
see a
get it
bunch
with
of-
Macallan or Glenfarclas where they'll put either the Easter Elkies estate on the label or like the Glenfarclas
Douglas,
Red
the Pagoda,
Gates or-
Gate,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
There's been
Different
a
hints.
Glenfarclas released as a Glen Litigious, because they are notoriously protective of their brand name.
Glen Litigious.
Yeah.
What?
That's-
What's that?
That
Yeah.
sounds like
An independent
McLovin.
Glenfarclas. They call it, so someone released it as a Glen Litigious because
Never heard that before in my life.
but yeah, and you see all those secret space-eyed brackets M.
That's
Which
what
I
I was
find
about to come on to.
funny.
The M pisses me off so much, dude. Just call it Macallan.
But also, I think we said this before. Like
What's to stop you from bottling Highland Park?
And
Brackets M.
nothing, absolutely nothing.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's a
Really good at
Macallan.
the wink.
Yeah.
It's a Macallan.
Yeah. Tell you about it.
Please just
You're really bad at the wink. You're winking both your eyes.
No, I'm not. I'm winking one eye. I was doing it over exaggerated.
See this?
Yeah.
That's one eye.
It's both eyes.
It's one eye. One eye is fucking
Freak.
open. What are you on about?
Anyway, I don't really like this.
I'm enjoying it.
I quite like the smell of it, but the taste of it.
This to me is fairly nondescript and biscuity and a bit.
We are.
Are we not? We're not playing the same game today.
We're off today.
Is it
What are you enjoying?
Them too?
This is better than the.
Yeah.
Well, what are you getting?
I would agree.
Flavor wise, what are you getting? Talk to me. Talk to me.
What happened? It's nearly gone.
Grandmother's stepladder. Talk to me. You want to buy a used car?
It's very
Phone checker.
Yeah, we need. There's almost like this. It's not toffee.
Fudge.
It's kind of like this chewy sweetness.
Butterscotch.
Yes, kind of, but not quite. But it's very sweet to begin
Sorry, I've
with.
been really tight with that. You can have some more.
Well, Jake told me to stop just pouring.
It's because you poured me half a pint. Jesus Christ.
But I think the ABV where it sits at is pretty much spot on for me.
Oh, sorry. Thoroughly enjoy it.
Okay.
I'm just saying, from a flavor profile point of view, there's not a this is muted to me. There's
You
not a
think this
huge
has
amount-
less than what we just had?
less flavor coming out of it? Yeah.
Right. Well, yeah, we're definitely not
Ian,
I think
today.
where are you at on this?
I don't necessarily think it's less flavour, but I think it's perhaps more simplistic flavour, if that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
Like
Thanks,
it,
mate.
It's flavors for idiots.
The simple to
See, don't we? We're on the same age. You and me, pal.
from the perspective of perhaps
of a
there's-
plebeian.
What does that? What do you get from that? The Sanachi.
So I think for me, there's a bit of like Jake spot on with the peach, a bit of the old bottle effect,
Dib.
the furniture polish,
The peach.
the woods.
Sorry.
Jake
What do you mean
and
I'm
Sharpie.
pushing the peach? I mentioned it once, and he's agreed with me
What I'm
once.
saying is you're pushing your luck with the peach because
Pushing the peach.
it's peach watered down.
What are you on about, Mark?
It's peach. It's
That
peach,
is
if that's what you
so
mean.
funny.
Adding
You're pushing
this
the peach.
much cordial peach to your glass.
All right.
Before you fill up water.
Too
It's
thin.
This much.
Too thin for
peach
Mr.
cordial.
Syrup over here.
Why have you gone down the peach cordial route?
What are you getting from this then?
He's getting
Go on, push something
butterscotch.
else on me. Give me some flavors.
He's getting
I was going
butterscotch.
Go on then.
Not...
Go
It's
there.
kind of sweet,
Sweet.
toffee. There's a hint of raisin there. It's nice. It then mellows into the wood effect on that Sanachi or whatever is so harsh. It's cooked too long for me. Whereas here, to be fair, it's 3 years younger, but here it balances so much better. It's more enjoyable for me.
I would agree with Stevie.
Thank you.
However, that doesn't really go much in my favour, to be honest. But whatever, like I know I really don't have much
Thank
standing,
you so much.
but I don't think that
bit
it
more
is.
brighter.
Yeah, 100%. You look like such an old man just then. Yes, yes.
George is here just to rip us, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't have anything else to offer. Like,
It is brighter. That's what I'm.
I think
sticking
it's
to.
nice on first taste, and then as you like swallow it, it goes. It's like the end of the rainbow.
Peach on it.
This,
I get kind of like nondescript biscuitiness.
There's a bit of malt there.
Nondescript biscuitiness.
Biscuitiness. Yeah.
Nondescript.
Which is like
biscuitiness.
not the
like,
best.
That's
butter-kissed popcorn
which
yeah.
flavour?
Toffee.
toffee.
Yeah. I know exactly.
Rich tea.
Biscuits.
Very boring, malty biscuit.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Biscuits.
Old man.
Toffee popcorn, I
Old
agree
man
with.
Toffee popcorn, biscuits.
Like you.
Yeah.
There's not much past that kind of sweet treat sort of realm.
It's sweeter than that.
It's very easy drinking. It's
It's super easy drinking. This is the thing. How much was a bottle of that? Because I feel like this is the sort of thing I would want to go glug 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 glug, not think about it. What are we watching this evening? Glug glug,
With
just
everything.
make me sound like an alcoholic. I really don't drink that much.
I think this was about £300.
Yes.
All right, change it. That changes.
I would love to use that bottle as a. I'd love to use the bottle as a lampshade.
Good choice, bro.
Put a lampshade on the bottle. Lovely.
Sorry, what?
Well,
This is
You
an
know how people-
upcycle here. Like, we're trying whiskies.
What? I'm bringing a different thing into it. Thank you very much.
For the next episode,
interior design hour.
we can turn this bottle into a lampshade.
I'm just saying, I don't like. It's a lovely bottle, but that is not worth £300.
No, the bottle isn't. The liquid supposedly will be.
Yeah, but even just like the general, like here, the font and everything, it's not £300. Like this doesn't scream.
Yeah.
Not a £300 font.
Don't-
Well, I mean, that's Cadenheads for you. There's definitely not a £300 font on a Cadenheads bottle, but it is supposed to be about
We're
the...
somewhat friends with Cadenhead, so let's be.
Oh, they know the labels and Springbank, right? Like, I think that... So I spoke to Andrew last week because he was doing a tasting for one of my whiskey clubs. And the thing that they would like to do, I think when the bottling hall is open, is basically have a new label printing facility. Like, they know that they... Like, the labels are a bit of a joke.
I'd love
The
to see
quality,
who
the
designs
design.
that, though. Yeah.
I think the design more like the quality is fine.
Okay. It's not. Anyway.
Quite like these
All right.
bits. Haven't-
Well.
It's grand.
I liked it, but not for that price.
Mm.
We'll come to that.
Should we...
The
Call the
Highland
next one.
Park.
Is it a Montgomery?
Montgomery's.
Montgomery's Rare Select.
I have to say, Montgomery's puts out some pretty wild shit.
Right.
These are
So
brands
pretty
I haven't
wild
heard of
stuff.
before. All of these so far.
Well,
apparently-
buying 40-year-old whiskies is not cheap, so...
Fair enough.
So, I mean, Georgia, Montgomery's have selected the very finest single casks of malt Scotch whiskies to be bottled for the delight of the connoisseur.
Second only to the Whiskey Baron. It's nice that they put that on the bottle, of course. They didn't have to. Thank you so much.
This is probably, I think this is the first Montgomery's I've ever bought.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've tried quite a few. They actually bottle some pretty fucking cool stuff.
Highland Park is one of my favourite distilleries.
They bottled something
It was
really
distilled
wild.
less than a week before my birthday, or my birth date.
How expensive was it?
I say I bought it on auction relatively recently. I'm gonna say it was about £210 all in with fees and stuff, maybe $220. For a 27-year-old single cask strength, 53.2%.
Sorry, how much?
About, I think it's a 210, 220 all in.
Cool. George is having
Sorry.
a minor panic attack with the prices that are being mentioned.
Yeah, no, I am.
Is it right, Georgia?
Hard no from me.
Long, you will be splashing out hundreds of pounds
I don't,
without even thinking about
I
it.
just don't think that's going to happen.
It might.
What exactly am I splashing out these £100 on? Because it's not whiskey.
Whiskey. Give it time.
You've got a big old blank cask.
That's okay. Don't worry.
oh. Now,
There we go. Here's
That
the
smells really nice.
really?
Yeah. Do you not think that smells really good?
Sorry, I remember this vividly. And I agree. It does smell really good. I thought that this might be a little bit more tricky for you to wrap your head around, to be honest.
Oh, well, it might be. I mean, I don't
Because this
smell
is
it.
peated.
Oh, no.
Yes,
So
but
this is
also
Heather peat.
Yeah.
it's heather peat, and also
What
it's
does that mean?
old.
So peat is made up of
I know what peat is, but what's heather peat?
decomposing land.
What's heather peat?
What
Well,
do you think?
dec-
If peat is made up of decomposing land,
There's heather being grown.
there's heather in it.
All right.
Right.
You're looking at me as I'm a fucking idiot. Like,
So like 1 and 1 is 2, Georgia. Come on.
this in
Let's do
school.
simple addition here. There's heather in it.
Yeah, but what difference? I don't know about land and heather. Like,
So,
what difference
if
does
you
that
look
make?
if you look at peat typically, peat is decomposing land. mate.
Yeah, it's just
You get wet
sludge.
peat,
Yeah.
you get dry peat.
Yeah.
It could be grass, it could be
Yeah.
sort of more fish and animal matter if you're on islands and that sort of stuff. It could be any sort of thing. And depending on what's breaking down over the course of hundreds, thousands of years, you're going to get a different style of peat.
Yeah.
With heather in the peat, you're going to get a much lighter, more floral style
Oh, right.
versus something over on Isla where you're getting those sea cresols, which is the same cresol that you'll find within TCP.
Yeah, which
is why people
right,
talk
right,
about
okay.
medicine and
I think
all
I
of that
don't know if
hospital
I've tried
floors.
heather peated whiskey before.
You probably have done, but
Yeah.
this will give you a really good chance to try one of a reasonable age. Sorry, this is
27.
27, right? Yeah, okay. I was going
So
to
again,
So-
the peat will dissipate
Yeah.
over time with a...
And so again, yeah, this is going to be much lighter than a 12-year-old Highland Park.
That's actually really nice.
Oh.
That's such a win. Okay, cool. Okay.
Myself. Now you're all smiling at me. It's supposed to look at me.
I don't normally enjoy the Highland Park heather, but I think it's dissipated enough here where it kind of blends in with the rest of the...
Ooh, it's yummy.
It is good, isn't it?
So good. Shortcakes, like shortbread.
Shortbread, yeah.
Shortcakes. I don't know what shortcakes are.
Just really small.
It's just really shortbread. Like a cake version, but small. Yeah, shortbread. I get shortbread and
Honey, classic.
Oh, yeah.
honey. Yeah. I'm getting almost like a lavendery.
Oh, interesting.
No.
I was going to say floral, but I was leaning more towards something like jasmine.
Okay. Maybe you're right. I'm struggling with it a lot.
Lavender's, yeah.
Quite obscure.
You're both wrong. It's chamomile.
All right. Okay.
It's chamomile flowers. It's really silky as well.
It is super silky. That's a great
Soft.
word. Yeah.
Silky.
I think it's quite fiery. It's got a bit of fieriness to it.
It's a bit hot.
Like there's a little bit of
Percentage we at again?
chilliness.
53 to...
So we're still
We're up. Yeah.
Not too much.
Would that
I'd
be the
say.
peatiness? That
A little
would be
bit of chili
giving me
pepper at the back end.
Yeah.
Little bit of chili pepper.
Yeah. I got a bit of chilliness. Not intense, like, that wouldn't really be my flavour, but it's not
Oak
intense.
spice probably is where that's
Yeah.
coming from.
Still a bit of kind of cracked black pepper on the...
Where are we at price-wise on this, mate?
So this was about 220 all in on auction.
On auction. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's been bottled for like 10 plus years.
Oh, okay. Here's my money.
Being a big Highland Park fan, does this tick the boxes for you?
Yes.
It does.
Yeah. For me, I think older Highland Park works best when it's relatively light, floral, honey, and there's maybe a little bit more spice here than some of the older OB 25 and 30-year-olds, but you are also looking at a kind of a higher ABV and kind of single cask as well. So
It's actually got a little bit of that like melon to it as well.
Yeah. I think you guys have tried it at some point. I'm pretty sure we had it on like an end of year roundup. There was a Cadenhead's port cask Highland Park, which is like 28 or 29 years old, which
yes.
I think is absolutely fantastic and one of the best IB Highland Parks I've ever had. This is running it close enough.
Wow. Yeah, I must say I enjoy that, and I'm not a massive fan. Highland Park's great. The younger stuff, the OB stuff, just can't get on with the heather peat. But as it dissipates, it gets good mellows.
I like that. It's very good. That melon is starting to present itself more at the back end for me.
Who was it? Holiday buffet melon.
Huh?
Remember that note?
What?
You were there, yeah. There was the tasting you were hosting. What was it? It was one of our drams. Anyway, that was a funny note. The buffet, the holiday buffet melon, breakfast melon.
Or
you
go
get
to a hotel.
just
and-
sitting in the trays.
Oh, and it's dry as ever.
Yeah. It's different.
Yeah.
Shit melon.
It might have been dropped in, I don't know.
Goodness knows, in the
Beans.
cornflakes and the beans.
You've gone too far.
I wouldn't really say melon would be one of the things that I'd see on a holiday buffet, though, to be honest.
Well.
Really?
That seems like that's a classic.
Melon is
hotel
like the
breakfast.
standard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever been away? What are you on about? Melon is like the standard thing.
It's,
I wouldn't really
it's the
say
only
it's the
thing.
standard.
Sometimes it's the only thing.
I swear it's the most
Dried
common fruit. I'd
melon.
say it's above oranges or anything.
For the first time this year
I know.
since you were like one, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. And even I know what to expect when you're on holiday. Fucking hell. A melon at breakfast is what I expect. I like that. Very good. I'm not going to overindulge, though. Rinse out.
Right. Moving on, I guess, then.
Well, crack away if you want, mate. I do enjoy that. I just, we are now on our second episode.
Oh, wow.
So
We should probably kill this one.
want to hydrate.
So this is another 1985. And it is an SMWS, and I need to try and remember which distillery number 37 is.
Oh, do you want me to look it up?
It is Cragganmore.
Sure.
Yes.
Well, you didn't have to think too hard then, mate.
I knew it began with a C. I just needed to think.
Cragganmore is an interesting one. This is their 60th Cragganmore, is it?
Well, yeah, it was back in the day.
And Petit Peu. Lovely. Thank you. It's fantastic. Give me 14 at them right now.
I don't remember having this one.
Yeah. You're probably...
I think we were all
Passed out
probably
at that
pretty...
point, mate.
I don't think it was passed out.
No, yeah. We
And it
were
was- went on some
we were all
adventures
fairly well
later that night.
lubricated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went on a policing mission, but anyway,
That was probably dram number kind of 20 for the day.
No, give it to you.
oh, easily, mate,
Yeah.
easily. 20?
No. Give it to me. Oh, okay, close it off.
Yeah, well,
It's got a bit of a weird.
I have to say, it does make a difference drinking all of these out of capitas or like whiskey glasses versus the tumblers that we had
yeah.
for that evening. I mean, God bless them. They were great in that pub. They did not need to host us that last minute, but
No,
it's not great drinking really nice whole
There was
whiskies
a,
out of tumblers.
There was a pickled egg going around at some point. Wasn't there?
Oh, thankfully I did not have the pickled egg, but yes, at least one person had a
Bet
pickled
you were
egg.
enjoying that with the sulfur.
We had
And it was
dinner.
like green in the middle.
We had dinner in this
Green
restaurant,
out.
and we were supposed to have the tasting there, and then they got a bit funny, and it was a
No,
bit
so
weird.
the original plan, we were going to be at number 42, but number 42 closed.
It was closed.
Yes, it
Due
closed
to
down.
some.
But then we were supposed to have it at the place where we ate dinner.
No, so that was never
We
the deal. I
asked
asked them,
them.
and they said no.
Oh, sorry, I misunderstood that. I
Yeah.
thought that was the whole plan. Oh, okay.
So number 42 were okay with it.
That dinner was so funny.
Why was that pickled egg going around?
Well, that was at the pub. So the hotel was the hotel where we had dinner. It's it was a robust meal.
Good job in there. Good job. Good
So there was some interesting behaviour as well.
Pickled egg, though, that's like wild.
Well, this pub is. I mean, it was.
Sorry, it wasn't a pub. We had the tasting in.
Yeah. Well, we went
Not
to.
a
So
pub.
then we left the hotel and we went to what was I guess it was a bar.
Just about.
Oh, dude, come
a
on.
room?
Be nice. It was a pub. It wasn't a great pub.
It wasn't a pub.
It was a bit. It was a pub. I'm sorry, Stevie. That's what a pub looks like in most corners of the world. Just because you live in leafy
La-di-da.
Weybridge doesn't mean all of the pubs are that nice. It was a pretty dank pub. And when I say dank, I don't mean
Club.
good.
I would class it as
No.
a club.
Dank,
I don't
dreary.
think that dank has meant good for...
Sometime.
Sometime.
It was a
being
club
your
at
kind of
best.
cold.
A club.
Sorry, a club?
Like but I think what Stevie means is like a working man
Right.
club.
You need to differentiate, because when you say club, I think like club.
Yeah, no. Canada Town does not
It
have
definitely wasn't that, yeah.
club.
No.
With pickled eggs going around the dance floor.
It was a
It was like it was a bit Phoenix Nights.
yes, exactly. Yeah, there was a dartboard and there was all sorts going on actually.
Plenty of pubs have a dartboard, mate, but seriously,
Not
growing
in,
up in
not
Weybridge,
in
I feel like
darling.
Very
the
privileged.
dram pirate here only
It had a fruit machine.
Sums it up perfectly. It had a fruit
Actually, to sum up even more, it had like a music channel playing on the TVs, like an old
yeah,
music
like
channel, just
MTV
running
music
through,
videos.
just running through
stuff.
music videos.
Classic.
Where does that happen? Nowhere.
Rooms.
Weybridge.
I think it was. I mean, in fairness, I think it is the only place in the world that still has access to VH1.
It was.
Oh,
I think
dear.
it was. It was like
I'm pretty sure it was
Bonfire,
VH1, yeah.
on fucking Meatloaf, you name it.
Sounds like it was
It
your
was.
vibe.
Listen. Anyway,
It was good crap.
thank you for having us.
I mean, even with an average age of around 40, we were quite significantly lowering the average age of the people in said establishment.
a spit and sawdust, I think, is the term that.
Yeah, I mean the pickled egg was the class
Cherry on
the
top.
classiest
They
piece
had
of food.
Jars of pickled things,
Pickled things
on the bar.
pork pickings.
It's like together.
Just unidentified pickled object.
Nothing was
There's a TV remote there if you want one, mate. Pickle
And
it.
actually, I was the one that bought the pickled egg to the table.
Were you? Oh, fuck's sake! That's just
And I said
stinky
to the
old-
bar lady, I said, "How much are your pickled eggs?" She went, "Oh, you can have it for free."
That's been there since I started working here, love. You can have that.
It was.
That's so good.
I ask how much is one pickled egg? Like fucking 20 pence.
She put it in that dirty little ramekin, didn't she? I remember you bringing that to the table, like this sad-looking. Like I know it was never living, but it looked like it had died.
Science says someone's GCSE science experiment.
It just didn't look healthy.
You were going to come back like
Changes.
shots for the table. You have one pickled egg on a dirty plate.
Who's got the rounding? I've got the eggs.
I got this for free.
I survived the bar. Came back with an egg.
Good crack.
It was
You say, thank you for having us.
Yeah. Did you have it in the end? Did anyone want to eat the egg? No, someone ate the egg.
no one ate the egg.
I
Dude.
swear
I think I
someone ate
gave
the
it
egg.
to Tony.
Still there.
If somebody did eat the egg, no. If I had watched that, I probably would have thrown up.
Still there on the ramekin hill,
Terrible, that
sweetie.
sort of stuff.
They put it back.
Oh no! Don't say that. It's still there.
They resold it.
Maybe
That's
you
why
only
it's
pay
free.
for it once you
Reduce,
eat it.
reuse, recycle. Yeah, it's been the same egg that's been off and
Yeah.
out since they started.
Oh,
That's
so
gas
funny.
crack. This Cragmore is eggy. No, it's good. Actually,
That's good.
I find this a little bit too smoky. I don't know if it is or not,
okay.
but it wouldn't really. It's not me.
Maybe should have had it for the Highland Park. I kind of maybe forgotten the order a little bit. I feel it's kind of a bit lighter than that HP. And
I don't mind it on smell, to be fair. I thought it was going to be a lot fruitier and lighter, but I find it quite smoky.
This is before the days when SMWS went nuts with their naming and tasting.
Yeah.
So the name of the cask is Oranges, Spices, and London Honey.
Oranges.
Well, I mean, I was more confused by London Honey. Is that honey, but a little bit more kind of like
Dirty.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit more pollution in your honey.
Oranges is such a like there are small hints of orange in there, but I wouldn't pick oranges as the first word to describe this.
So the official SMWS tasting notes: Eastern scents of herbal teas and Chinese five spice, then old polished bookcases and Jaffa cakes. To taste, London honey, tobacco, and green stems. Water delivers perfumed hand soap with a sidekick of chili spice. Apricot tart, burnt orange, and cake mix.
I'd say that's largely absolute bollocks. A little bit of Jaffa cakes, but I don't know if I've just heard that and I'm hungry.
Maybe.
There is a small orangey thing going on in there.
Yes, but I don't get any
It's not the
chocolate
first thing that I
or...
would pick up on.
No.
It's that cakiness, though.
It's quite like a damp note at the end as well, which I don't enjoy. But
Cake mixture, yeah, okay. I mean, maybe like I think you need to be like anchored in it by reading it to get it.
Probably.
Um,
Bit cakey. Very subtle orangey.
yeah. Honey, yeah. Floral, okay.
It's nice.
I think it had the potential to go, and for me, it went.
yeah, it starts off nice, but it falls really flat for me and very damp at the end. London honey.
Still don't know what that is, no. No idea.
No. I would even, yeah.
This was, I'm going to say about
180?
180 all in. Another auction purchase.
Sorry, how old is this?
29.
29.
Okay.
And 52.4. So very similar age, ABV, and cask type to the Highland Park.
Yep.
The Highland Park, I think, is more successful.
Apparently, London honey is
Yes.
a specific type of honey.
Is it? What are the characteristics of London honey?
Complexity, citrusy, and aromatic flavour profile as a result of bees foraging on the diverse urban flora found in London's parks, gardens, and trees.
Where?
The diverse
Where?
urban flora. The diverse
Polluted.
exhaust pipe.
It says,
Oh,
in contrast, normal honey is a broad category encompassing honeys from various global locations with flavours varying widely based on their nectar sources, which can range from floral and fruity to woody, spicy, or nutty. They've just covered all their bases there, so that's always...
Yeah, basically, like you said, there's like not much about, so the bees have got whatever they can get their
Yeah.
paws on. Not paws. What do bees have?
Legs.
Legs.
Claspers?
Legs. They've got legs.
I don't know.
No, stingers.
I don't think they...
Yeah,
Stripes.
they got wings as well. Like
Stripes.
Yeah, but that's not what they do with pollen, right? They get the pollen on the legs, right? And
Yeah. Do that impression one more time.
But
That's exactly what they look like.
I like it.
Yeah, it's all right, actually. Not my favourite. But
Interesting.
moving on to the Vega.
last one, the Vega. So this is another 85. Again, it's a February 85, which was the reason I got this at the time. 33-year-old, so I got this probably early 2019. It's a blended malt, as a lot of North Star stuff was at the time. And it's 46% ABV, 46.2, which I think is natural cask strength. Don't know if it's blended at birth, or whether it was Edrington or other stock. It's just clearly a well-sherried blended malt.
I'm trying my best not to go into this with any preconceptions, but I think I remember this from the evening.
Yes. And I think if you remember it correctly from the evening, you can probably also... I think we were pretty closely aligned to what a lot of people on Whiskey Base and other reviewers kind of said at the time.
Let's not say anything now because I don't want to
Well, to
say, let's give it a go.
a little bit, I remember when this... Hold on, actually. Yeah, no, this was released probably at the start 2019?
Start of 2019, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I remember. So when I kind of joined the industry, and I remember it being a big thing. There was a lot of hype around it.
Yeah.
It was really reasonable price for the
Well,
age.
they'd released a couple. So when North Star first came out,
Yeah.
they'd released a few 40-year-old
Yeah.
blends.
Yeah.
This was like their
So were
third.
they called
fourth
Vega
release.
though, or...
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think they've done a Vega for quite some
No,
time
no.
now. But this was like their somewhere between their third and fifth release. Not a huge number of bottles.
What's the strength?
400, 46.2%.
Watered down.
Don't know. I'm not 100% sure it is. But yeah, I'm pretty sure when this came out in 2019, it was, I'm going to say something like 9,500 quid.
I remember people losing their minds at the price.
As in it being such a good price.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not expensive. Yeah, this tasting has been bookended by the cheapest whiskies.
The nose, I'm sorry.
About what? Like, is it good or bad?
It's yeah,
I'm surprised. I thought you'd be all over it.
I know why you think that, but it's just...
It's so overcooked. It's so overcooked and so over sherried, and the sherry is so overly tart and astringent. There is no malt at play here. Sorry, I'm doing my best to be polite. I'm not.
mind it.
I'm not trying to be a dick. I think this is very poorly executed. Sorry,
It's worse on the palate than the nose.
it's really bad. It's really not good. And maybe this bottle's been open for a minute since February.
Since Feb.
I think...
Give it a bit of breathing room. I do kind of remember a similar experience on the evening.
This is
Kind of remember everyone going like, "Oh, this is be excited!" Like I think one or two
Yeah.
people had tried it and was like, "Oh yeah," and we were all like, "Yeah!" Then we tried it. And we were like, "Oh,
yeah.
33-year-old single cask. Yeah, single cask. or blended, whatever.
Yeah,
single
blended malt.
cask of a blended malt. Yeah, I just think it's so disappointing. And if it hasn't been watered down, it's phenomenal that this is the cask strength because it just feels so wishy-washy.
It's
You let us try. Sorry, which was it? The first one, the second one was 42%,
43% on the Senaki.
and it felt like it had, it had condensed into that space.
Which is cask strength, right?
Right.
So,
It felt like it belonged there. This feels like it's washed away.
which to a certain extent is probably no bad thing because it is probably the most sulfuric whiskey that I own.
I like that though. Do you know, like from a judgmental point of view, if it was super sulfury and in my face, I wouldn't. That would be a win for me.
But it's all, as you said, like the sherry is already overcooked to the extent where it's drying. The sulfur then just adds more drying, and a sip of this, and it's like all of the moisture is sucked out of your mouth through like osmosis into the atmosphere, and you're kind of left like you've been sucking on a lemon.
Like when you're at the dentist and they...
Yeah, and they've got the pipe and
Yeah,
they,
you're like-
yeah.
Yeah.
See, I don't find.
Prefer to be at the dentist.
Oh, I love the dentist, so that's a compliment.
Do you still get a sticker?
Your particular dentist, or
No, I just really like
as in
dentists.
general?
I have
Okay.
great teeth, so I always get like complimented when I go there.
Sticker, like I said, still got a sticker.
Yeah.
So
Also, sorry, my dentist was also
I love
Lovely
colonoscopies
man.
for the same reason.
a really lovely man.
Okay.
Was
So-
is he dead?
No, I just haven't been to him in a while.
All right.
Did everybody miss that?
Yeah. Sorry.
What did you say?
You make
You said, I love the dentist because I always get complimented on my teeth. And I said, I love colonoscopies for the same reason. Oh, that's quite good.
That was good.
Nobody heard it the first time round. I had to repeat. Sorry, everybody at home. You got 2 laughs
You
there
have
for the
to
price
say
of
it
one.
again.
So, where are we going with this, or should we just go straight to roundup? Because
I think we should round up.
Yeah.
Let's brutalize this on the way out.
Well, on your own, but yeah.
The Senaki. I'd say Senaki.
That's thanks, Senaki.
40-year-old at, sorry,
43.2% cask strength.
I know,
It
but
was
what
about-
did you pay for this?
I think it was like literally less than £100,
Which is
£90.
kind of a silly thing to do because you're not going to be able to buy this at all, let alone for £90.
Yeah.
But for £90, let's run it. Okay. Georgia.
No. Don't like it. Sorry.
Okay. This is a don't buy.
It's a don't buy.
It's not the most complex thing in the world. If I had the opportunity to buy another for £90, or particularly the sister cask that I didn't get, I definitely would.
Oh,
Even if
2
that
separate sister casks. Sorry, I thought you said that the sister casks were blended. Sorry,
No. So it's two different casks.
Cool,
Like,
okay.
They've got slightly different boxes as well, so that the color of the like the tartan,
Just to differentiate.
yeah, the tweed inside is different.
Okay, cool. Don't hate that. Fair enough. So you'd grab one again.
I would love to if I could grab the other one for the same price. Absolutely would.
Wicked.
Sorry, it's a don't buy.
No, you don't look
Wasn't
impressed at
great.
all. No.
It wasn't great.
For 90
Let's
quid.
forget for like, I respect the age, how long it sat, all of that. But for me today, it just got worse the longer I sipped on it. It's just didn't give me anything
Not for you.
for that reason.
All right, Rosie. For me, I would grab one at £90. 40-year-old whiskey for 90 quid.
Okay,
Just to have
but
it
you're
myself.
not getting it at that
Yeah, but
price
you can't
now. So what price is it roughly?
Sorry,
would it be
I
at
know.
now?
I don't know because you wouldn't be able to buy it now.
Okay, if it was £200, would you buy it?
No, I wouldn't. But at £90, which is what Ian's bought it for and what
For
we're
what
playing the
reason,
game,
though?
for the purpose of having... First of all, I don't think it's bad. I think it's decent.
I know
don't think
you
it's
enjoyed it.
amazing.
You like the peach.
It's grand. I overplayed the peach, I know. So I quite like it.
Jesus.
He's come around. He's finally telling you he played it.
Yeah, it's a peach.
I just think to have a 40-year-old's whiskey on your shelf and be able to share that with people when they come over, I think that's quite cool. I always like being able to share a whiskey that is the same age or older than my guest. That becomes incredibly expensive when you're speaking to people that are
He
30
doesn't
years
have
and
any
older.
friends, so it's like, yeah.
No friend. You have some old friends.
I have no friends. No, but
Thanks.
But this is it. I need some really old gear so that when Posh visits, we visit the fucking crypt
start
of Jesus
taking
and we
away
pull out
those,
stuff.
Those 50-year-olds, mate.
I would buy it for 90 crowns. For 90 crowns. For 90 pounds, I would absolutely buy it.
I think most people would.
I think it's a good pun. It's a good crack, and yes, I would buy it. Why not? The Cadenheads Glenmoe.
Glenmoe, yeah. I think about 320.
320, sorry.
So they bought a few casks of these. I'm pretty sure, don't know how they came to the market. There were a glut of 85 Glenmoes that got released at similar-ish times, aged between kind of 36 and 38 years. Don't know whether anyone's hanging on to some more for them to be 40 later this year.
Right.
This was one of the cheaper ones. It was slightly watered down. Cadenheads then also released another one. They bought at least 2 casks. One went out for club members, but
Cask strength? Or?
Yes, but the cask strength was only something like 46.6 or 7.
Okay.
So this has not seen an awful lot of water.
Cool.
Little bit more expensive, pretty similar. I tried one of these at the 2021 Malts Festival when I was up in Campbelltown, and I kind of felt fairly safe buying one as a result. I think it's maybe not quite as good as the sample I had
Right.
up in Campbelltown, but it's not a bad whiskey.
Fair enough. Georgia, I'm not even going to bother asking you at £320. I think that's a safe don't buy. Would it be a bin or?
No, I wouldn't bin it. I didn't mind the taste. I preferred the taste to the first one.
Okay.
But it's way too expensive.
Too expensive.
But I wouldn't bin it.
Okay.
It's such a bizarre one in terms of price, because if you look at OB Glenallecky's, they're just about to relaunch the 25-year-old
Glenmorangies.
Glenmorangies. What doing what I said?
Glenallachie.
Did I? Sorry. If you look at 25-year-old Glenmorangie, they're just about to relaunch the 25-year-old with Harrison Ford, £525.
Right. I hope it's nice.
For the OB. I hope it is too.
Blimey.
There have been single casks released at the distillery younger than 25 that have been £1,000 plus. There is airport stuff that is 20-something-year-old, £1,000 plus.
Right.
So compared to buying an OB, it almost looks too cheap.
Is this your whiskey math here?
You made money. Look at me. I've made an investment work. I've made thousands of pounds.
Clearly not, because I've opened it and drunk half of it, but with you lot. But I don't think I'd buy another one.
Fair enough. Okay.
But I think
Happy enough with your purchase?
happy enough. And
not again.
in terms of enjoying an old Glenmoe, I think IBs have to be the way to go, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be
Higher strength. Leave it just to fucking do it.
I wouldn't be paying £1,000 plus for that. I'd be walking away extremely disappointed.
Yeah. Fair enough. Stevie?
It's just too far out of my
Too rich.
It was good, and it was one of my favourites of this lineup in terms of flavour. But yeah, it's just I respect it again. 37-year-old Glenmorangie.
Got to put respect on it. Yeah.
And it's probably very reasonably priced. But again, it's not often I drop 300 plus for on a bottle, unless
It's speaking to you.
really speaking to me. But flavour amazing, price just too much for me. Unfortunately, it's a don't buy.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
I'd have to agree. It's a don't buy from me. Not that I'm not willing to spend £320 on something, but we had the Craigellachie episode recently. You had that 29. We've had the 21. There's other bits and pieces that I think, if I was given a £320 budget, I'd pick other things over that. Great to try it. Really appreciate you sharing it again. And it's cool. And absolutely, I agree with what both of you, what you particularly said about trying an IB versus an OB. If you want to go for age, if you want to, try that higher end of Glenmorangie, much more accessible, but it just doesn't quite tick the box for me. On the quality. Moving on to the Montgomery East Highland Park, which was 29.
27.
27, sorry. The next one was 29, wasn't it? 27-year-old Highland Park at 220.
220-ish, yeah.
I wouldn't bin it. Obviously, I wouldn't buy it. But I did really enjoy it. This was the one that I enjoyed the most.
Okay, I was just about to say, which did you enjoy more?
Yeah, I liked this one the most.
Which is so fascinating, and I love that for you from a point of view of you don't like
I know,
peatage.
I'm growing. Me
Growing and
the
developing
peat.
as a whiskey drinker.
But
Cool.
you know, it's still too expensive.
Okay, so we need to figure out how to get you the same sort of taste at a lower price
Or just
point.
more money.
Or more money.
On things.
More money.
Mind which one.
Okay. Or both. No pressure.
Yeah, just have a big fire sale on all your casts, mate, and give Georgia all the money.
Georgia all the money?
Yeah.
Go buy a load of old Highland Park.
Vote in the
Makes
comments,
perfect sense,
please.
doesn't it?
Is that a good idea?
Ian.
I really, really like this. As I said, it is one of my favorite IB Highland Parks. Very pleased I have it. Very cool that it was distilled so close to my date of birth.
Yeah, super cool.
I imagine that is about as close as I will
Be able
ever
to get-
find.
Yeah.
Right?
It'd be tough to get it exact.
So there's obviously a personal connection to it as well. Is it an oosh? I don't know. I've still had better Highland Parks at probably not massively dissimilar prices.
Right.
I think it would be a strong buy. And if I saw another one, I'd be happy to have one around just as a kind of...
A backup.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, a memento of, this is something I could do again in another, 5 or 10 years' time, right?
Yeah.
Definitely. Wicked. Yeah, no, I love that. Stevie?
What was the
220?
price? 220.
27-year-old Highland Park.
I don't know. I really enjoyed this, and I don't normally go for Highland Park. I don't buy much Highland Park, especially at this sort of price range and age. This was really enjoyable for me, though. As I said, that heather, that peat was kind of, toned down a lot, obviously from the age. Again, it's, like you say, Jake, there's other things I would buy first, than this. But flavour, yes. Price, a pass for me.
Don't buy?
Don't buy.
Fair enough. I'd give it a punt, I think, It's the sort of thing I definitely would share with somebody. Like, if you want to take a punt and split a bottle, I'd be super excited for that.
Yeah.
I think Montgomerys are perfect for that sort of thing, personally, because there are very few that I've tried which have been a miss. We move on to the SMWS in a minute, and they're pumping out a lot of stuff at the minute. Some of it's phenomenal, and some of it's dross. So I'd be a little bit cautious about an SMWS bottle that I haven't tried, whereas a Montgomery's bottle I feel a little bit more secure in. As with any IB, you're taking a bit of a punt on the name, and you never know for sure. But I feel like Montgomery's have a slightly higher kind of benchmark for quality, and I think that was really good. And at £220 for a 27-year-old single cask, it's not a blow away. It's not something I'm going to be talking about for years to come or writing home about, but I think it's cool, and I'd love to be able to share it with people.
I think when it came to buying that particular SMWS, when you go back to that era, especially the older stuff,
Much better.
I think there's probably also more of a general consistency to what came out.
Because there was less of it.
Yeah.
They're currently bottling, I think, 30 plus casks a month.
Yeah.
So, of course, you can't possibly have every single one of them be I'm not judging them. If you're going to do, 360 casks a year,
Yeah.
you've got to be able to say, okay, at least 10% of them are going to be pretty average,
And again, there's also not an awful lot that's coming out at that age. And what is coming out at that age is
money. Yeah, no, for sure. So on that note, sorry, where are we at on this one again?
it's about 180, 190 all then, something like
180, 190, and it was the Cragganmore.
Cragganmore 29 old 52 point something.
Excuse me. Apologies, Georgia. 180.
I mean, obviously, no
No.
price-wise, but it's
Did you like it?
so cheap. I didn't mind it, but no, not really.
Not the best.
I definitely preferred the Montgomery.
For sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Ian, grab it again.
I think I'm happy I bought one. I don't think I would need another bottle of it.
Yeah.
There are some other 85 Cragganmores that SMWS have done, and they've got a few other 85 things. I think I'd probably just put the money somewhere else and try something else.
Cool.
Just because I didn't like it as much as the Highland Park.
Fair. I hear that. Stevie?
It's a don't buy from me.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just didn't enjoy it that much. And as you say, well, not even with them, but again, put my money somewhere else, Yeah. Don't buy.
Fair enough. Tough for me. Very borderline between a buy and a don't buy. I think I'm going to let it sneak through into a buy. I don't want people to feel like I'm being mean to the SMWS. I actually love SMWS. I think it's a great bar. It's a great brand. It's a great service. They do some great bottlings. I think they have grown to a point where, for me, it becomes a little bit too risky to take a punt on some of the stuff. But I think when it comes to this sort of thing, if you get to try it, you like it, and you know where you're at price point wise, and you can, I think it's quite cool. Yeah, probably just about sneaks a buy for me. It's not cheap, but for 29-year-old Cragganmore, you don't really find that stuff often. So I think it's cool. And lastly, the Vega, which was,
I think about 80, 90 quid.
80 or 90 pounds. Cool. Georgia?
I didn't mind it, but it wasn't anything
Special? No?
No. And to be honest, the taste has kind of like lingered in my mouth, and it's
Stained.
yeah, it's like not a very nice. I liked the initial taste, but then yeah, as it developed, like the finish has lasted quite a while, and it's not enjoyable for me.
Okay, that's not good.
But
fair
price
enough.
wise,
Yeah, I still wouldn't buy it.
exactly. But still, it's a little bit cheaper.
Okay, fair enough. Ian?
I am.
Go gentle.
No, I'm not. I mean, this was like when this came out. This was like the first time I started thinking about what this tasting eventually became. And There was no rhyme or reason behind it. It was like, you don't see a huge amount of 85. I've got to buy this. Let's see if I put another few things together. And hey, maybe I have a tasting when I'm 40. Like at the time, I still probably only had what a number of people would still think is a fairly insane amount of whiskey, but significantly less than I do today.
For sure.
So it was probably quite an important bottle at the time that I kind of held around deliberately for quite some time.
Right,
And so
yeah.
to open it and find that it is so sulfury and kind of just badly matured, like is super disappointing, especially as another Feb 85. There are definitely not many of them around.
For sure.
I think if it was any other distillation year and month, I would probably bin it.
Right. You're holding on to that little bit of...
I would just give it very strong don't buy as a result, because to be honest, it tastes dreadful.
Fair enough.
Really bad.
Okay. Holding on to the personal attachment to that bottle. Okay. Stevie? It's not as sentimental to you. Where do you land on this one?
I have two things to say.
Oh dear.
Okay.
The first one is, if I hadn't tasted it, I'd buy it.
For sure.
Very reasonable price. 33.
33? 33-year-old from North Star.
For what was it, 90 quid or something silly? Crazy. Yes. Count me in. Now I've tasted it. Goes in the bin.
Enough said.
That's it.
Okay.
I don't want to say any more.
Fair enough.
I don't think it's... You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
Necessary.
It's not going to get us anywhere saying anything else. I have to agree. And it hurts me a little bit to say this, because North Star is so much better than what is on the shelf here today. They've released some great stuff. That is awful. Correct, same as you. 80, 90 pounds. I would have jumped at it. I would have been delighted. I would have felt I've got the deal of the century. I would have opened it and I would have gone, I totally get it. They've mugged us off here. They've basically overcooked something, completely ruined it, and they parred it off and got the communities apart. I would have been really disappointed. Fascinating that it went down so well at the time. You were saying it seemed to be really, really well received.
I think some of the online reviews when they started to come out were not positive, and a lot of people were saying it was sulfury.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were saying that it was really well received at the time.
It was
Sorry.
In terms of the kind of the price and everything else.
That's the
right?
thing.
Yes.
It's like, look,
It was
you
the
can
hype.
price something super well, and there's the hype around it.
Yeah.
But then if it doesn't, and this is the thing, I've tried great North Star stuff, And so this is the thing for me, is like, I'd see it at that price. I go, it's North Star, it's £90, it's 33 years old, get me two. I'd open one and I'd be like, what the fuck have I been sold here? Like, this is wrong. You know, I would have been really upset, which is a shame because I love the brand. I think,
and that's the thing. Like, I think it sold out very quickly without anyone kind of needing to taste it. Really.
Yeah, for sure.
And
they did a great job.
Once people started to, like,
yeah, fair play. Nevertheless, some great drams celebrating Ian turning 312. Just gradually gets older and older. But
Like a Jedi Master now, mate.
I was thinking more like Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade. I've chosen poorly by being in your company.
some really, really wonderful whiskies. I've thoroughly enjoyed drinking through them again with you today. It was great celebrating your birthday and doing it in Campbelltown, but to kind of rehash it again, really, really appreciate you doing that.
Sorry,
for everyone at home.
Eggs.
No pickled eggs, yeah.
I'll
probably
bring some next time.
saved us on
good
this
idea.
time round. Jesus Christ, that would have stunk the whole room up in this heat as well. Guys, drop in the comments, how old does Ian look? I mean, sorry, drop in the comments. What is your favourite whiskey of the day? Which is the one that you would like to try the most? Have you tried any of them? Let us know. Let us know how you would be celebrating your birthday. Posh, happy birthday, sir.
Thank you.
We all look up to you in awe as to how
Am I
you
dead? Like, seriously?
how you manage it all. Just day to day, you do a phenomenal job. I'm just taking the piss now at this point, mate. I love you a lot. I'm only joking. Listen, everyone, drop a bit of love in the comments for Ian. He's a good boy, isn't he? Jesus Christ, he treats us to some phenomenal whiskies.
And let us know who your plastic surgeon is, mate, as well.
You guys are.
I think we're going to cut it off there before Ian decides he's never coming back. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Uncut and Unfiltered. We will see you next time. But for now, Sludge of Air.